Hello friends, today I'm going to be showing off my CD collection. I don't have all my CDs, I have most of my CDs here with me, but not all of them. Anyways, I started getting into CDs, well, I got a record player like 2 years ago maybe, doesn't matter. And I was collecting records, but then records started getting really expensive. I mean, they've always been expensive, but like at a certain point, it was just not convenient to be collecting records still. And CDs are cheaper, and I honestly like them more. They're just like, I can play them in my car, and so I end up using them more than I use records anyways. So I've really enjoyed CD collecting. You should do it. Physical media is really cool. I'm just going to show off some of my stuff in no particular order. So, just random things. First, we got Bruce Springsteen's, what is this, Born in the USA? Yeah, I got it for $1. It's pretty good record. You know, it's great for, road trips. Yeah, some good stuff. Probably my favorite Bruce Springsteen, maybe. I like Nebraska too. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep track of which ones I've done, which ones I haven't. Okay, next is Pearl Jam's Versus, which is like one of my favorite records of all time. I mean, it's just every song is a banger. I hope the light isn't too glaring. I'm going to try to show them as best I can. Every song is a banger on this. It's really good. If you're a fan of grunge, if you're a fan of 90s rock, you got to give this a listen. Next, we got another classic, Lateralis by Tool. It has this little sleeve on it, and then this is the real cover, if you can see it. Yeah. I guess I should show the CDs, too. This one's like cool design. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, this is also one of my favorite albums of all time. A lot of these are. It's mind-blowing. I mean, I'm a huge Tool fan. I think 10,000 Days is probably my favorite by them, but Lateralis is still like amazing. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing back on. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Next we got Hank Williams Gold. It's just a compilation I found at a thrift store of Hank Williams songs. It's a lot of Hank Williams songs. It's like 40 songs, as you can see. The CD isn't anything special. It's actually like a double CD kind of deal, like that. I love Hank Williams. So classic. So fun to listen to. He has a great voice. You can't hate on the GOAT of country. Some of the best country music ever made, other than like Johnny Cash. All right, who we got? Tom Waits. Not a jewel case. That's okay, though, because it's Tom Waits. I don't really know what to say about Tom Waits, to be honest. This is maybe his best album. Maybe. Well, Rain Dogs is really good, too. But yeah, there are some... He just really knows how to make just some atmospheric stuff. And he can go from, like, this deep, sort of sad... like piano song to like some wacky shit. Really good album. Does not get enough love, I think. We got Sonny Rollins. What is this? Saxophone Colossus? Yeah. It's a good jazz album, just solid. I like to own some jazz because it's good to play in the car. And this one's great. Yeah. It's only like 5 songs, but yeah, it's a good one. Next we got maybe in my top 10 records of all time is Neil Young's After the Gold Rush. I mean, like, it started my love of Neil Young as an artist. I mean, I love folk music, and this is like the folk rock album, basically. Like, God, there's just all these songs have so much emotion, and they just got these just really great. They're just written so well. Tell Me Why, for that first song in the album, I probably played it like a million times. Southern Man is one of the best folk rock songs I've ever heard in my life. So, yeah, I mean, just like really solid stuff. Definitely listen to it if you haven't. All right, next we got Jimi Hendrix. I have every Jimi Hendrix album on CD. This is his first, of course. Are You Experienced? I know there's different versions of it. This is, I think, like an extended version because it has like 17 tracks on it, which I know the original doesn't have. At least I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But anyways, yeah, a good one. Not my favorite Jimi Hendrix album. Maybe my second. I don't know. He only has 3, so what does it matter anyways? It's great stuff, you know? I mean, Jimi Hendrix is Jimi Hendrix. I don't need to explain anything about that. Just incredible guitar playing. Next we got some Dylan. As you might come to see on this channel, I am a huge Dylan fan. I own a lot of his albums, and I listen to Dylan all the time, and I'm very inspired by Dylan. So here's Modern Times. Not Modern Times. This is Love and Theft. I also have Modern Times, maybe not with me right now. Anyways, came out in 9/11, so that's cool. It's not my favorite. He has this like newer trilogy from the 2000s that's Love and Theft, Modern Times, and then Time Out of Mind. I actually think Time Out of Mind came first. This might be the end of the trilogy. No, I think this is the middle. Sorry, I'm getting my facts wrong. I think it's my least favorite of the trilogy. I prefer the other two. There's just aren't as many great songs on here. It doesn't have as much atmosphere. I know a lot of people love this album, but it's just not... I like it. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, which is the first song. I like that song a lot. It's really fun. But I don't think anything really is on par with that, to be honest. And I like a lot of the alternate cuts on the bootleg for that whole time period. I forgot what it's called, that bootleg, but it has a lot of cuts from this trilogy, and I like a lot of those cuts a lot more than the original. While we're doing Dylan, I mean, I got Blood on the Tracks. I got this for like $3, so really good deal. I mean, it's Blood on the Tracks. Honestly, I've had kind of a strange relationship with this album since I first listened to it. You're going to notice I'm going to talk a lot more about Dylan than about the other albums because I just really like Dylan. But anyways, I've had a strange relationship with this album because when I first listened to it, I just wasn't into it. Just the production sounded really flat, and I just didn't get the hype at all, to be honest. And I still think that the production sounds really flat compared to his other albums. It's just kind of it's just not an album that sounds all that compelling to me. But these songs are just great. I mean, like, the first 3 songs alone are like, you know, you got Tangled Up in Blue, Simple Twist of Fate, You're a Big Girl Now. He writes really catchy songs with great choruses. I understand why this album has the appeal that it does. But it's not my favorite Dylan, not by a long shot, because his other albums just sound so much better, and I guess that's just my opinion. Anyways, still a great album, though. Listen to it a buttload. So we got some Miles Davis, Roundabout Midnight, great jazz record. Honestly, I don't see this record being talked about that much. I mean, people don't talk about Miles Davis as much, maybe, as they should. He's one of the greats of all time. Yeah, I mean, I don't need to say much about Miles Davis, though. He's a jazz master. This is a really enjoyable album. I mean, it's just super solid jazz. One of my favorite jazz records, I think. Not that I've listened to that much jazz. I'm not, like, a big jazz head. I just enjoy jazz. Then we got Gorecki. This isn't my favorite version of Gorecki's Symphony No. 3, but I mean, it's solid. It's really nice. And it's just like, God, this is just so... This is really like the type of classical music that I love so much. Or maybe I don't think it's actually called classical music, but you know what I'm saying. It's so deep and emotional. Like, it really makes you just like... It puts you in a certain headspace. It's something else, this symphony. It's really powerful stuff. Oh, we do have some Johnny Cash here. We got the greatest hits. I mean, you know, I know it's greatest hits. I got it for really cheap. It has like 19 songs. It's fun, you know. You can't hate Johnny Cash. He has just a great voice. A lot of great tracks. Dead Can Dance. Honestly, I've never really like listened to this album before I got it on CD. I actually don't even remember where I got this album at all. I'll show the CD because I've been kind of doing that, but kind of not doing that. And I forget what this one looks like, if I can get it open. Yeah, it's just like this creamy kind of color. Yeah, it's a chill album. It's kind of got some medieval vibes. If you're into that, give it a listen. you know? It's nice. Okay, my dogs are barking. I hope that's not too distracting. Anyways, next we got another really great folk record, Astral Weeks by Van Morrison. I've kind of over-listened to this. Like, it's not, it doesn't hit as much as it used to hit, but these are some classic songs. Just like these long, there's really nothing else that sounds like this album. It's just like long and layered, and like it has all these weird instruments. There's flute. There's a lot of flute in it, which you don't see very often. Just a lot of sort of orchestral elements, and then his voice is just so unique, but it works. Like, he just sings things in such a weird way where he's like, I don't know. You know, it works somehow, though. I don't expect everyone to get into this immediately, but it is quite a unique record, and it deserves all the attention that it gets. I don't know how much attention it gets, but it deserves it. Anyways, Soundgarden, Super Unknown. Yeah, that's what this is. To be honest, I haven't listened to other Soundgarden records. I really enjoy this record, though. It's great. It's got some good vibes, you know, and it's a lot of just, like, really banging tracks on it. I mean, obviously Black Hole Sun, you know, that's a famous one. I really like Fell on Black Days. I like the end song, Like Suicide. That's a great one, too. There's a lot of, all the songs are really good on this, but yeah. And honestly, I like a longer album, and this is a very long album. I mean, it's 15 tracks, and a lot of the songs run over 4 minutes or so. So yeah, it's a lengthy one, but it's just a lot of great grunge music. So, you know, it's classic for a reason. Okay, we got some more Dylan. I do actually have Modern Times here. This is Modern Times, yeah. I think maybe one of the reasons I prefer this over Love and Theft is that it's just a lot of longer tracks. I prefer longer tracks. They're just like more atmospheric and kind of like, honestly, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I like a lot of the longer songs on here. They're just, they're nice vibes. Okay, next up, we got Times They Are Changin'. This is perhaps in my top 3 Dylan albums, so I'm going to speak about it for a second. It's grown on me more and more as time has gone on, as I just keep returning to this album. And, like, I'm biased because I like his contemporary folk stuff a lot, more than anything else he's done. Freewheelin' is also really special to me. But this record is something so unique for him. He never got as serious as he did than on this album. And to a lot of people, that's kind of a, you know, people don't like that. But I think this is just so, it's his folk style, but in a really serious format that just makes for something really up my alley, I think. And there's just some really, really good songs on here. The Times They Are Changin', the first song, the title track, is amazing. Ballad of Hollis Brown is like such a good story. There's nothing else that he's made that's really like that song. It's a great song. And then he has some of his most emotional and touching songs that he's ever written, One Too Many Mornings and Boots of Spanish Leather, which are just so beautiful, just really beautiful songs. And yeah, I mean, and a lot of the other songs are really, I mean, With God on Our Side is great, Only a Pawn in Their Game, just really catchy tunes. I mean, this whole album is just really well written, and it's such a great vibe. It's just so many, it's really has a special place in my heart. I've listened to it quite a lot. And it's in some ways some of my biggest source of inspiration for my own music making. So yeah, let's see what else we got here. Frank Sinatra, this is just like a greatest hits thing. I don't really know, does Frank Sinatra like really make, I know he makes albums, but I've never actually listened to one of his albums. I just know his songs from like compilations. I feel like that's how everyone consumes Frank Sinatra, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I just really like Frank Sinatra, so I have this. It has a lot of his hits on it. Yeah, I just wanted to own this. And I think it was like $1 or something at a thrift store, so it's pretty cool. Madonna's Erotica. Really really fun record. It's definitely got a sexy vibe to it, but I don't think you have to be put off from that if you're not really into that. It's just like some really, really fun pop tunes, you know? It doesn't really get much better than this when it comes to just like pop music, you know? It's just really good. Madonna's kind of the GOAT. It's such a fun record. Give it a listen for sure. All right. We got some In Rainbows by Radiohead. It actually came in a cardboard case, but I switched it into a jewel case. It actually had like, it came with like the ability to switch into a jewel case. Like it came with stickers and stuff. It's pretty cool. Here's the CD. I know I'm only sometimes showing the CD. Leave me alone. I really like this record. I mean, I don't listen to it as much nowadays, but I used to be really into Radiohead, and now I've sort of fallen off of that, I guess, like, phase that I was in. I still really appreciate Radiohead, and I like Radiohead. I just don't listen to them as much anymore. But if anything, I do listen to this record. I come back to this record maybe the most as I'm coming back to their stuff. I used to think Kid A was my favorite, and it might still be, but I do not come back to it really very often, especially compared to this. This just has some really fun, groovy songs on it. It's great. It's a great album. Yeah, I mean, everyone knows that. I don't need to talk about Radiohead. We got some Jimi Hendrix again. I said I don't know if I think that Electric Ladyland is in my car, but this is this is his second album, I think. This is Boldest Love. Yeah, really good. Of course. This was actually the first one I got on CD, and so I've kind of listened to it a lot more than the other albums, and it's grown on me a lot. Not grown on me, but like I have kind of a stronger connection to this album in a way. I don't think it's my favorite from him, but it's still a great album. I mean, he really didn't miss, Jimi Hendrix. So next up I got another Johnny Cash compilation. This one has way more songs, and it's his live sets. But this is St. Quentin and Folsom Prison, which are both really amazing live albums. So, and I don't think this is everything from both of them, but it's most of the songs from both of those live sets, which is really what I love from Johnny Cash. So this one's really good. Next I got just a really one that means a lot to me, War on Drugs, Lost in the Dream. This is just such a special album. Nothing else sounds like this album. It's this like heartland rock, kind of it gets a little dreamy at times, but it's just, the vocals are great, the instrumentals are just beautiful, and there's just some really, really fantastic tunes on here. It's such a vibe. It's such an emotional... I feel like everyone can find something that connects with them with this album. I actually also converted this from a paper case into a jewel case. I just prefer jewel cases. Sue me. Amazing record. Needs more love, I think. All right, then we got Four Seasons. I also got this from a thrift store. It's the Four Seasons with tropical rainforest sounds. Yeah, I really like the Four Seasons by Vivaldi. I think it's like one of the best pieces of music ever created. So, I mean, like, this had rainforest sounds, and that sounded really fun, so picked it up, and it's cool. I mean, it's nice. There's, like, birds chirping and stuff. So, you know, you can't hate on that. Then we got, more Dylan. We got Freewheelin'. Classic. I already talked about this record, technically. Like, it's really good. I don't think it sparked truly my love of Dylan, but it's definitely early on in that journey. And it has, you know, some of his most famous songs ever. I don't even really need to talk about this album. It gets the love that it deserves, for sure. I've listened to it a buttload. And it has Girl from the North Country, which is, I think, my favorite Dylan song. I mean, it's really good. Not much else to say. Next, we got some live. This is, oh god. The CD came out. It's kind of cool. It's like this green, oh yeah, it's broken. You can see it's broken. Yeah, it doesn't look good. So I'm going to close this up. This album doesn't get talked about very much, mostly because Live as a band kind of just doesn't make any good music, except for this one album that they made. But it just has some bangers on it. Just some 90s bangers. which the one, Lightning Crashes is great. That one's kind of famous. I think people have heard that song. But the last song on the album, White Discussion, I think is what it's called, is so powerful. That song is amazing. That song just gets you going. And the vocals, oh, they're so good. Anyways, sorry. It's a fun album. Not every song is great, but it has some real good stuff on it. Again, if you like grunge, if you like 90s rock in general, you gotta listen to some of this, for sure. You gotta listen to some live. Got some Sade, Promise. Not my favorite Sade, but maybe my second favorite. But Promise is really great. The first song, Is It a Crime, is just, that is a powerful track. Give that song a listen at least. I don't see how anyone could not like that. I also like the album cover. It's really moody and nice. It's really good. Really good. All right. Next, we got some more Tom Waits. A friend got this for me. Not my favorite from his. One of his more, like, obscure albums. But it has some fun songs on it. I like Jersey Girl. That song's really fun. I like Tom Waits. He's really enjoyable to listen to. Not everyone's thing, but I really love his voice. Then we got, oh yeah, I gotta talk about this. Hive, Devious Methods. If you can't see, I really want to get a good, yeah, there's the cover. How cool is that? I mean, I'm sorry the sticker's covering it, but yeah, I mean, this is just some gorgeous art. And it's kind of like this breakbeat album, which is, it's really fun. It's really fun if you're into that sort of stuff. I mean, if you like electronic music in general, and I mean, God, I cannot believe I was just looking through a record store, and this album, no one knows what the hell this is. No one has ever listened to this album except for me, okay? And then I just stumbled upon this CD in a record store, and I mean, I knew I had to buy it. I forgot what the CD looks like. Yeah, it's like this pattern here. Anyways, the art is just so cool. That's why I listened to it in the first place, and it's a pretty cool album. So yeah, I mean, if this interests you, I don't see how it couldn't. Yeah. Next we got Rage Against the Machine. I think I only own one Rage Against the Machine album on CD, which is weird because I really like Rage. This is also maybe my favorite from them. It's just, it sounds so funky. You know, everyone really likes their debut, and I do like their debut, but they just really stepped up their game, instrumentally speaking, as they went on in their career. And this album just has so many, they're playing with so many cool, weird, kind of like funk metal sounds on it. And it just has some really great tracks. And that, like, 100% on par with their debut. Revolver is amazing. People of the Sun and Bulls on Parade. I mean, everyone's heard Bulls on Parade. But there's not a single song on this that I don't like. It's just wall-to-wall, fantastic punk, metal, whatever you want to call it. Really good stuff. All right, we're coming to a close here. Just got a few more. Herbie Hancock, Headhunters. You cannot beat this. This is maybe my favorite jazz record of all time. It is so groovy, so fun. Just these long, sprawling, layered, unique, really cool tracks. It's also very famous, so you might have heard some of it before. I mean, like, you know, I don't own that much, like, super obscure stuff. But yeah, it's Headhunters. It's really amazing. Every single person should listen to this album. It is so good. I guess unless you don't like 10-minute songs, which if you don't, then I don't want to be your friend. Sorry, that's a joke. That's okay. Everyone has their taste. Anyways, we got Refused, Shape of Punk to Come. Really, really fun album. I'm so glad I found this on CD. Honestly, I don't listen to it that much, but when I do, it is such a good time. It's got so many just, like, New Noise, especially. Some of the greatest punk songs on this record, too. I mean, and it's kind of metal. It kind of leans into the metal aspect of it, and it has all these really cool, like, instrumental, like, interludes and, like, kind of some electronic bits, and it's doing a lot. And the vocals are the best thing about this. They are so powerful, and instantly when I hear those vocals, I'm like, that is punk, you know? Really, really good album. Next I got Talk Talk Color of Spring. I really like Talk Talk. Their later stuff, especially Laughing Stock, that is in my top 5 records of all time. I have that on vinyl. But I do not have it on CD. I don't even know if it is on CD. It might be. But anyways, this is their more poppy stuff before they went full post-rock. I do enjoy this album. It's just not really the same Talk as their later stuff, but you can see the origins of kind of where they would go, if that makes sense. And finally, we got Daft Punk's Alive 2007, their performance at Coachella. I'm pretty sure if I had a time machine, I would go back and see this live. That is all I would do with that time machine, because that's all I want. And I unfortunately got into Daft Punk after they broke up, so the hope of me seeing them live is not really, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But I get to listen to this album and pretend that I'm there, and this is something really, really special. One of the greatest music listening experiences. It is so, I mean, it's all their great hits mashed up beautifully. Some of them better than the original. So fun and powerful. Like, house music does not get better than this. Absolutely amazing album. I'll show the CD. It's just that. Yeah, pretty nice. Anyways, yeah. So that's all the CDs that I have here in my room. Perhaps I'll show some of the ones in the car, but this video is already long enough, so maybe you just get part of my CD collection. Sorry. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Hope you found some music that you might want to listen to. And if not, then that sucks. I mean, I don't know why you'd be here anyways. So, all right. See you later. I decided I would just show the ones that are in my car, so here they are. If you're curious, yeah, that'll do it. Bye!